Okay, welcome back to Chiang Noi Cooking on the Condo. I think that's what it's called again, yeah. Today I'm going to be making a quick chicken madras. Chicken madras, no, it's a beef madras because look, that's beef. And I'll show you about that beef in a wee bit how I made that beef. I didn't make the beef, Kai made the son made the beef. It's a long story, but basically what I did to the beef to make it ready for cooking. And these are all just variation on the theme, almost all done the same way, just a slightly different in the spices. So what I have is my wok, which is just heating up with some oil. I have some of my base gravy type stuff, which this one is onions and coriander and chili, like the last one actually. Then I have here some garlic and ginger paste. I have that magic sauce I made the other day. I haven't used up yet. Got tomato puree. I've got a mixture of spices here. I'll put it in the recipe. It's curry powder and chili powder and garam masala. I couldn't find tandoori masala anywhere. At the end I'll add some. No, there's no actually garam masala in that. It's just salt, curry powder, and chili powder. That's it. Yeah. I've got cardamon pods and a cinnamon stick. I've got some fresh tomato. I have my pre-cooked beef. I have my lemon, and I have my Chang espresso, which of course is not part of the actual recipe, but it's very useful when you're cooking. Okay, so that's my beef. I've just cut it up to, I suppose you'd call it bite-sized chunks for a curry. Let's say, I don't really know if this is slow cook or not. It looks very, very lean, so it may not be. But anyway, you can't really go wrong with this, what I'm going to do. What I'm going to do is going to sort of boil it for probably about, we'll see how soft it is, between half an hour and an hour. When I say boil, I mean bring it to the boiling simmer. And I've done it with a little bit of cardamom pod and cinnamon. Ideally I'd have some black cardamom there as well and some cumin seeds, but I haven't got any. Right, for some reason the audio didn't take in this, so I have to voice over. That's my beef or veal, whatever it is, in a pot. Some boiling water, some cardamom pods, some cinnamon stick. Basically going to boil this or boil simmer for as long as it takes to become tender. Yeah, it could take half an hour, could take an hour, could take longer depending on what the meat is. I'm not too confident that this is actually, bad quality type meat. It's going to take very well to be stewed. I say it looks like veal to me. Most of the Thai stuff they do is sort of quick fry or quick cook. So see how it goes. But at the end of the day, no matter what you do, if you boil something for long enough, it's going to fall apart. So I'll give this half an hour first of all to see how it goes, and we'll see what it's like at the end of the day. I hope I don't totally destroy it. That's the problem with using products or produce in land. You don't really understand, what it actually is. But yeah, let's see how it goes. That's been about 10 minutes for that curry sort of paste stuff to be fried off. Gonna add some of my garlic and ginger paste now. Lovely. Probably just about that much for this amount. That's a fair bit actually. And again, I'll just fry this off for a couple of minutes. There's probably no point in you. I'll keep the camera rolling, which will I talk, I think. The madras is generally it's a very tomato-y based curry, which is why I'm not using too much of this base. The base actually is very strong. It's got a strong flavour. And the spices, there's quite a fair bit of spice there as well. So if I ended up using too much base and lots of tomato, and it'd just be all watery down, you know what I mean? It wouldn't be sort of nice, thick consistency. But again, it's up to you how you want to make this, how thick you want to make it. And actually, to be honest with you, I might end up adding some water to this because once I add the spices, it might get a little bit dry. But we'll see. But that's fine. The one thing you don't want to do is burn the spices, so when this mixes together to make a paste, if it looks a little bit dry, I will put some water in. This is a really, really good pan I bought. It's non-stick, but you can still burn the spices, you know, non-stick or not. So that's not too bad. I mean, it's a medium heat, so I just do a little tiny bit of water, I think, just to make sure. Yeah, that's better. Better be safe than sorry. Nothing worse than burnt spices. It just gives a really, really bitter taste. So I'll probably give that about a minute, so the spices are properly dissolved and cooked. They don't take long to cook. Pretty good. Now I'll add my loads of tomato. So load, that's probably, we'll see, because this is only a feed one that was left over. So, you know, I don't want to add too much again and make it too watery. So we'll see how this looks. It is important every time to basically cook off what you've put in. So the tomato paste, even though tomato paste is already, I suppose, processed, it does need to be cooked off, otherwise it tastes raw. Might just give it a wee bit of a extra kick in the backside with the heat to make it heat up a bit. There we go. Now, if you were using, say, raw chicken or raw prawns, you'd put them in this stage. You couldn't do it with beef. There's no way, because it's going to take forever to cook down. But I have my prepared beef, which I can put in. Probably just about enough there, I think. Probably just for that one and a bit leftover portion. That mixed nicely through. So as I say, if you put in something like raw chicken or raw prawn, it'll be another 10 minutes or so of cooking. This is just going to be, get this, I suppose, basically covered, heated through, so the meat actually tastes of something. And I'm just going to bung in my tomatoes as well. I'm not too bothered the tomatoes sort of wilt down a wee bit, that's fine, they can do. Now at this stage, what I should really need to do now is to add my fenugreek and a bit of garam masala. So that's my kasuri methi, which is fenugreek. I love this stuff, so I add a fairly decent pinch. And my garam masala, yep, garam masala. Again, I'll add, oh, not too much, I'll probably add about that much. Don't want to overspice the thing, you know, use too much, there is such a thing as too many spices. I'll just bung these all nicely into my little spice keeper thingy. And neatly close it down, as you can see. There you go. Now, I won't forget this time to add some magic sauce before it actually goes off. So I'm going to add magic sauce, which remember is basically it's the yogurt, it's the marinade for the chicken tikka. And remember that's had raw chicken in it, so it really needs to have a good proper like rosy boil. It might just curdle a wee bit, we'll see. Um, now probably that's just a little bit too thick because I do want it to cook for maybe another 5-10 minutes. So I'll just add some water to it so it can. Yeah, see, that's a better color really with the water. You can tell that was mixed in. And I was done some lemon juice. The real lemons here are really expensive in the supermarket, so I just bought some lemon juice instead. And if I can find a way to open this, I'll just put a really good wash of lemon juice in. So it's looking pretty nice. I'll turn it down. We'll come back in about 10 minutes and try a taste test. Down to about 2. There we go. There you go. That's ready. Looks lovely, doesn't it? It's lovely colour. Smell as well. I'm only going to take a wee tiny bit because I want to leave this for later on. So I'm just going to do a small taste test to see what it's like with a bit of the beef, a bit of the sauce, a bit of tomato, maybe. No, just a bit more sauce. Okay. Oh, I've just bitten a bit of cardamon. Should have taken those out. The sauce could do with being a little bit richer, I think, more tomato, but it's definitely spicy enough. But hey, this is all just trial and error. I don't usually make it for one person. I make it for 3 or 4. There you go. Beef Madras in a condo. Oh, it's hot.